Hello, this is Stella from England, and I want to show you my latest junk journal, which is called A Very English Nanny. Here she is, and she was born on the east coast of England in 1891. I've made this little frame on here from a Dovecraft kit. They came in all different colours, but I thought I liked this one, and I haven't decorated the cover very much because it seemed to go more with the idea of a nanny in its plain form. Here she is as a young girl. I don't suppose she thought then she was going to be a nanny, but she might have done. In the book I've used a Screech Owl Studios junk journal kit called A Country Journal, because the house where the nanny went to work was in the country. Here she is with her bicycle, and I love the hat, very smart. Now, the house she worked in wasn't in England, it was abroad, and this is a ticket advertising the trip, which at the time and for a long time was organised by the railway company. So you had to book your ticket through the railway company, and you would travel by train and then by boat across to the continent. This is a bookmark I made because I'm sure she would have taken a few English books. Here are the duties of a nanny, which mainly include the physical care of the children, which supporting and providing activities for their all-round development, and of course communicating with the parents on all aspects of the care of the children. This is a small copy of the postcard, again advertising the trip. This is the sort of boat that she would have travelled on with her friend. She started off in London as a servant, but then she went with her friend and got a job as a nanny abroad. It must have been a big adventure, and it must have taken a lot of guts, I think, to do that. Reminds me of the film Enchanted April, where the ladies left the grey rainy land, England and London, and went on an extended holiday in Tuscany. Well, where this nanny went wasn't warm and sunny particularly, but it was different. I've put some envelopes in. She would have taken with her all her certificates. This one is her confirmation certificate, but she would also have taken any other certificates that she had. And there's a colourful version of that advertisement. She would have had a bag like this, which is not unlike the bag that Mary Poppins had, is it? And here she is, looking rather serious. She was the second eldest of 12 children, so she had plenty of experience with young children. Here's a tag that I made, which you can write on the back of these tags. And of course she would have had to do quite a bit of sewing for the children and for herself. Making a big trip like that, she would have taken a lot of photographs of her family, and obviously look forward to letters coming back from them as time went on. Here's another tag and a postcard of some women hard at work in that era. This would have been a little bit later on. Here she is, a very smart lady in a posed photograph taken at the photographer's. I've used parchment paper, which I bought this time. It saves a lot of time tea dyeing. And I've actually staggered the signatures. I tried that to avoid the bulk a little bit, because they do get very bulky. Here's just a note card. They're very useful for journaling on. No doubt she had to look after some chickens and various other animals at the house. She loved the bees, so perhaps she was able to go and help with the beekeeper. She would have had a pram like this one probably. Nice big wheels on it to give the baby a very comfortable ride. And obviously she would do all the washing for the children. She'd be a very busy lady. Here's another picture of the pram again. And this is our lady with two of the children. And with 4 of the children. I'm not sure if that one is. And that's the gentleman whose house she was working in. Another picture of the pram. And a little card from the kit. The kitchens would have been very different in those days. And a lot more hard manual work. Here she is in her uniform. Here's a pocket and an old picture of her family, which no doubt was very precious to her. And here are two of the children. This one's the baby, this one's the little boy. Another bookmark and another picture. A little pocket at the top. Lots of places to tuck things. And lots of envelopes to put things in. That one is from the Tsunami Rose kit. There's the poultry again. Pictures are just lovely in that kit, I think, and very appropriate for what I was doing. This is her when she was a very small child with her own mother, who I think is very beautiful. Some of the pockets I've made with vellum. I like that because you can see through it. Here's a little notebook that you can write in. This is her brother, who would have written to her regularly, one of her brothers. And here's a picture of the children. They look like the children in the Von Trapp family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. different ages and sizes. The baby again. Another picture of our nanny with a different sort of hairstyle to what we have now. There's another little notebook and an envelope. These are the Tsunami Rose pictures that she brought out for Easter. Very, very sweet. They are half pages. I'll just cut up. Another tag. That's the sort of train that she would have gone on. Lovely old steam train. Which would have been a big adventure in those days. And another little book. This is our nanny when she was older, still being a nanny. And this is her with her mother again as an older child, with her sister, one of them. Here's a postcard of the McDougall's self-raising flour, which she would have used to make a lot of cakes and biscuits for the children. Lots of pockets. And then in here she would have kept a picture of her boyfriend. Here he is, looking very smart and handsome. This is somebody that she met abroad on his bicycle. There he is. He was the butcher's boy who delivered the meat to the big family. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my journal. If you want to see the next one, please subscribe. And if you feel inclined, please leave me a kind comment. Hope you come back. Have a lovely day.